everyday life, from the significant to the petty. Time now for Christy Gustafson-Barletti on 107.7 GNA.
The content queen, the golden goose, the KGB, Gusta Rhymes from the Times Union. Her blogs are the best. It is Christy Gustafson-Barletti. Good morning. How are you?
Good morning. I'm great. How are you?
We're doing really well. This is interesting. This is for anybody out there that is online. You're dating. You're trying to attract some people. You have some tips, some do's, and some don'ts.
Yeah, this is actually from a Cosmopolitan editor, and she gave the do's and don'ts of your photo when you're posting online. So she wasn't talking about the profile, the description, or anything like that. She focused just on the photo, which, as we know, is important because it's the first thing that people look at.
Okay, so I'm sorry, Christy, if I could just interrupt for a second. Okay, so I've never done the online dating thing. So tell me what people see when they first, like, if they're interested in someone. So they go on a dating site, and then what's the first thing that they see?
It depends on what site you're using, but most every site is going to be the picture.
Okay,
if you think about, for example, Tinder, you're really just looking at pictures.
Okay.
Swiping.
Thank you.
But on anything, you're never going to see a description before you see a photo unless the person doesn't have a photo.
Okay.
Because it's really the first impression of, aesthetics. So the first thing you see is what they look like.
This is important for people who are
dating. One photo. You see
Okay.
one photo.
Okay.
You see one, and then when you kind of dig deeper into their profile, you'll see more. And so the first do is you should post at least 3 images.
Okay.
So not just you and, the one picture up front, 3 images, because think about it. We all have photos even on Facebook or Instagram or whatever. We can look different in different photos. So 3 photos give a better idea of what you look like. The first photo should be a clear, well-lit headshot. You don't have any shadows and things like that. And then you should post a full body shot because no one wants surprises. And this got the most comments on Facebook and the blog because people said that this frequently didn't happen to them. And then they met the person and the person looked much different. Their physical, their fitness than they expected. So you want to do that. And then the last do is an active shot that highlights your hobbies. So if you like to, hike, maybe a photo of you on top of a mountain after you hiked, or if you like to go for a walk with your dog, or you like to cook, a picture of you in the kitchen cooking.
Or sitting on the couch watching your favorite show in your pajamas, like something like that.
Exactly. Eating Ben and Jerry's.
Yeah.
Your full body shot.
Right.
So, like, people are making common mistakes. So, like, you feel like the headshot, which is just a selfie neck up, is not enough.
No, well, that's the number one don't. It should not be a selfie. Research and studies show that people who post a selfie as their primary shot get fewer responses and less interest than somebody who has a photo that's taken by somebody else.
Huh. So do they recommend that you get, like, professional headshots done?
No, because nobody wants to see that either.
Because I want to see it real.
You don't want to see a glamour shot either.
Yeah.
It's like people are caught in the middle. Like, I need
it
to
looks
put
awesome if you get a professional photo, but no, just if you have, like, okay, I can take a selfie because I've got my go-go gadget arms and people don't realize that it's a selfie, but most people don't have those, like, long arms and that ability to stretch out, so it's a tight shot. It's a dark shot.
Yeah.
Your face can be distorted.
So,
it's always in the car.
Let's talk about some of the comments. Christy, let's talk about some of the comments. So people that had the biggest issues with when they were searching through people's online dating profiles was that in most cases when they were disappointed, it's like the person that was being portrayed in the picture was not the person that they actually met in person, right? And what were some of the things that people said about when they actually met that person and how it was different?
There were just 2 continuous themes through every comment. It was either that the photo that people had posted, they were much younger in the picture than they were in person.
Mm-hmm.
So obviously, it seems obvious that you post a current photo, but the biggest one was the weight. They didn't post a full body shot, or the way the full body shot was angled, maybe it was a good selfie, they didn't look as heavy in the picture as they were in person.
But see, that's like, you can't blame somebody who is conscious about their weight or their height or their age to portray themselves in a different light. Like, there's fast food restaurant. Listen, when you go through a drive-through at most fast food restaurants, the picture of the burger that you order is not usually the picture, is not usually the way it looks when you actually get it. And that's kind of how we're trained. I've never opened up a can of soda, okay, and did it with a smile on my face.
Wait, you don't?
Yeah, but when your burger doesn't look like the burger in the picture, aren't you disappointed? Because
No.
I am.
Because I sort of know, like, you have to know when you're dating people online that people are going to present themselves in a little bit of a different light. I'm surprised that people are still surprised by this after we've been online dating for 20 years.
It shows why they would do that. I mean, the fact that people are disappointed in seeing what they look like is why they're not doing full body shots, because of that. You may not pick me and not pick me based on who I am. And versus what I look like.
Want to give myself a chance for you to get to know me before you judge me.
To know you, because then they just show up, they're disappointed, they have this notion, they look at you and they say, I'm not interested. So now you've wasted your own time where you could be actually dating somebody who may be interested in you for you and your physical appearance.
Why don't you just go ahead and say it, Christy? You could be dating somebody who's thinner. Why don't you just go right out and say it?
You're somebody who wants somebody who's thinner, yeah.
But here's the thing, though.
But if you're interested in the headshot, and then you go, or the selfie, and you go and you read about them.
No selfies.
But if you go and read, and read about them because you're interested in whatever picture they post, don't you give them a chance on their personality, because you must have found something that you liked about reading about them.
If you're like you and you're nice and accepting, yes, but most people are not.
Yeah,
and they just want a hottie.
Here's the issue, right? The reality is this: is that more people who are dating online. First of all, you need to lower your standards and expectations. Okay, you're in a fish pool of people. It's a very small pool. Okay, and if you want to meet other people, you have to really, really branch out, do things, try new things, meet new people, etc. But I would imagine this is the world that we live in now. More people are probably upset about how the person looks when they see them than they are that the person maybe isn't as athletic or adventurous, or one of those characteristics. It really does just come down to looks at the end of the day.
And that's too bad.
I mean, that first impression is looks, and you can definitely get past that if the person's awesome. But the first thing, and nobody's universally good looking, right? Somebody you find good looking, maybe somebody different than I find good looking. But bottom line, you want somebody initially who you are attracted to, and that's what you're going to find in the photos.
All right, Christy, thank you. We appreciate it.
All right.
All right.